Hello, this is my audience. Now, when given the choice about being right or being kind, choose kindness. How often do we actually do this, though? How often do we actually choose kindness instead of being right or over our opinion or even over our ego? Or maybe you're getting peer pressured by someone to do something else. How often do we actually choose kindness? Well, in the movie Wonder, it is about a young boy named Augie or August Pullman, and he has facial deformities, and he gets made fun of by his peers. He makes friends with Jack Will and Summer Dawson, but will they choose to be kind towards him, or will they choose to conform to society? Will they make fun of him like his bullies do, or will they actually be loyal friends? Well, that's what the movie's all about. In the beginning, August has facial deformities. He has a hemifacial microsomia and he also has Treacher's-Collins syndrome. Due to this, his face was not forming right when he was born, and he was homeschooled all of his life by his mother and father in order to protect him from the cruel world today. While this, he went out in what we would call an astronaut helmet, but it was his sacred place. It's what he used to not feel insecure. Instead of being made fun of for his face, he was made fun of for his helmet, which he was okay with because he wasn't afraid to be who he was when he was in the helmet. He thought that it was something that could keep him safe from others around him. But when his mother was like, "You need to go to school, you need to make friends," he was scared and they took his helmet away from him. And this is when he knew that he'd have to go out into the real world. He'd have to experience these things all alone and he was terrified. He had his older sister all of his life, Olivia Pullman, but she was also facing things alone too. She was in high school and she had just started and she felt like the outcast of her family. Due to her father and her mother always being worried about August, they were not much as worried about her, which made her upset. So when August finally went to school, she finally had time away to be who she was. But when he went to school, he made friends with Jack Will and Summer Dawson. Jack was his first friend in fifth grade. He was his best friend, the friend that he always went to for everything, and Summer sat with him at lunch. But one day, when August was at school, it was on Halloween, his favorite day of the year, because he could be anything he wanted to be except for himself. So when he dressed up, his friend did not know he was there and he made fun of him behind his back. And this really hurt August because his one true friend, the one he always counted on, he wasn't even there for him himself. In the end, Jack did apologize and they did become best friends, and Jack did stand up for him against his bullies, Julian. But before this, August had just gone through life. He had never really understood what it was like to have friends, and to have his friend talk behind his back was really hurtful. But throughout the movie, it is about August's experience, how he overcame this fear, and how he, in essence, braced himself for what he was. So the themes for this story, they include you should choose kindness instead of choosing bullying. You should never go into temptation of being through bullying or peer pressure because that can hurt one's self esteem and overall destroy someone's confidence. And finally, you should realize your own self worth because even though August was different, he didn't let that defy him in the end. In the end, he became who he always was meant to be. And lastly, reasonings for making this specific movie, it came from the book Wonder, but Stefan, well, his name was Stefan, the director of the movie, he knew that you needed to choose kindness, and he wanted to get this story out there because he knew someone that went through this exact same thing, and he wanted to show the others in the world that you should always be aware of what others are going through, and even though you might not know what someone is going through, you should still stand up for them. That's why in this movie there are different perspectives through his family members to see how they react to August throughout the entire movie. And that's all. Bye.